Hi everyone, it's Gillian and welcome back to my channel Hooked and Smitten and another crochet tutorial. For today's tutorial, we're working on the sun granny square. To make this square, the yellow is the Caron Simply Soft and the blue is Red Hot Super Saver, and I'm using a 3.75mm hook. Don't forget to check the link in the description for additional information. Let's get started. To begin, we're going to start with a magic ring. You're going to chain 2, and that chain 2 doesn't count as a stitch. Inside the ring, you're going to make 12 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 12. And you're going to pull your ring close, and you're going to join to the first double crochet with a slip stitch. And that is the end of round 1. For round 2, you're going to make a single crochet into that same stitch where you made the slip stitch. And you're going to make a front post double crochet around the double crochet, not the chain 2. So you're going to wrap your hook and you're going to go into the stitch from the front to the back and around the stitch in that direction. You're going to pull up a loop. You're going to pull 2 and 2, and that completes your front post double crochet. Now we're going to work into the next stitch. We're going to repeat by working into the next stitch, which is right here, and we're going to make a single crochet. And around that same stitch, the same double crochet, we're going to make a front post double crochet. And this is going to be our stitch repeat all the way around. And you're just going to repeat single crochet into the next stitch, and around that same stitch, that double crochet, you're going to make a front post double crochet. And let's repeat that one more time. Single crochet into the next stitch and a front post double crochet around the next stitch. So continue and I'll meet you at the end. At the end here, I have one more stitch left, and I'm going to make a single crochet into that stitch, and I'm going to make a front post double crochet around that last double crochet. And I'm going to make a slip stitch to the first single crochet stitch to join. And that is the end of round 2, and you should have a total of 24 stitches combined. For round 3, you're going to chain 1, and you're going to make a single crochet into the same stitch as the slip stitch. And for round 3, you're going to make single crochets into each stitch around. You're going to make a single crochet into the next stitch, one single crochet into the next, and you're just going to repeat this sequence of stitches all the way around, and I will meet you at the end. This is not a stitch, this is where you join when you made the slip stitch in the beginning of the round. So don't make a stitch into that space, otherwise you're going to have too many stitches. Now here you are at the end of the round, and you're just going to make a slip stitch into the first single crochet stitch. And you should have a total of 24 single crochets at the end of round 3. For round 4, you're going to start by chaining 2. and that chain 2 counts as a double crochet. In that same space where you made your slip stitch, you're going to double crochet 2 stitches together. First, you're going to wrap your hook and you're going to go into the space and you're going to pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to wrap your hook and pull through 2 loops. You have 2 loops left. You're going to wrap your hook, go into the space, pull up a loop. You have 4 loops on your hook. You're going to wrap your hook and pull through 2 loops. You have 3 loops left and you're going to wrap your hook and pull through 3. And along with the chain 2 in the beginning, that counts as a double crochet 3 stitches together. You're going to chain 3. You're going to skip the next stitch, and into the next stitch you're going to double crochet 3 stitches together. You're going to wrap your hook, go into the stitch, pull up a loop. You're going to pull 2 loops off your hook. There's 2 loops left. You're going to wrap your hook, go into the stitch, pull up a loop. You have 4 loops on your hook. You're going to pull through 2 loops. You have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to wrap your hook, go into the stitch, pull up a loop. You have 5 loops on your hook. You're going to wrap your hook and pull through 2 loops, wrap your hook and pull through 2. And now that you have 3 loops left on your hook, you're going to wrap your hook and pull through all 3 loops. And that is your double crochet 3 stitches together. You're going to repeat by chaining 3. You're going to skip the next stitch and double crochet 3 stitches together into the next. So go into the stitch, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook here. You're going to pull through 2 loops. That leaves you with 2. Wrap your hook, go into the stitch, pull up a loop, pull 2 loops off, 3 loops left, wrap your hook, go into the stitch, pull up a loop. You have 5 loops on your hook, pull through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops, and when you have 3 loops left on your hook, you're going to pull through all 3. Repeat 1, 2, 3. Skip 1 and double crochet 3 stitches together. You know, we're going to just repeat that sequence all the way around and I'll meet you at the end. At the end, you're going to chain 3 and you're going to have 1 stitch here that you're going to skip, and you're going to make a slip stitch to the top of the first stitch. And that is the end of round 4. For round 5, you're going to chain 2. And we're going to be working around that middle double crochet of the 3 double crochets together, and you're going to make a front post double crochet. And you're not going to complete that front post stitch. You're going to drop that working yarn and you're going to add a new color here. And you're going to pull that through to complete that stitch. For this round, you want to carry the non-working yarn so that you can pick it up whenever you need to. And we're going to be working into the chain 3 space and make 3 double crochets into that space. You're not going to complete that stitch. You're going to drop the working yarn and pick up the non-working yarn to complete that double crochet stitch. Now working around the next double crochet stitch, the 3 double crochets here, you're going to make a front post double crochet. And you're not going to complete that stitch. You're going to drop the working yarn and pick up the non-working yarn to complete it. And you're going to repeat, make 3 double crochets into the chain 3. And you're going to repeat this all the way around. You're going to stop here and drop that working yarn, pick up the non-working yarn to complete that stitch. Okay? And work a front post double crochet around that stitch. drop the working yarn, pick up the non-working yarn to complete it. Okay, and we're going to repeat that one more time. So working into the chain 3, make 3 double crochets. Okay, stop here and drop the working yarn and pick up the non-working yarn. Make your front post double crochet around that middle stitch. And you're going to repeat that sequence all the way around, and I will meet you at the end. At the end of the round, you're going to complete that stitch. You're not going to switch colors here. And you're going to join with a slip stitch to the first stitch. And now you can go ahead and cut that yellow color or whatever color you're using, because you're not gonna, and I'm gonna leave a little bit of tail just so I can sew it in. And that is the end of row 5. For round 6, you're gonna chain 2, and that chain 2 doesn't count as a double crochet. Into that same place where you made the slip stitch, you're gonna make 2 double crochets, and you're gonna create your first corner here for your granny square. You're going to chain 2, and if you like to chain 3 for your corner, you can go ahead and do that. Into the same space, you're going to make 2 double crochets. Into the next stitch, you're going to make a double crochet. Into the next stitch, you're going to make a half double crochet. And you're going to make 1 single crochet into the next 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Into the next stitch, you're going to make a half double crochet. And into the next stitch, you're going to make a double crochet. And you're now going to create your next corner, and into that space, you're going to make 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets. Chain 2, and 2 more double crochets into the same space. And you're just going to be repeating. Into the next stitch, you're going to make a double crochet, half double crochet into the next stitch, 1 single crochet into the next 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Into the next stitch, a half double crochet. Into the next stitch, a double crochet. And you're going to make your next corner 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets. So you're going to repeat all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end. At the end here, when you have 2 stitches left after you've made your repeat, you're going to make a half double crochet into the next stitch and a double crochet into that last stitch. And you're going to join with a slip stitch to the first double crochet stitch. And you can stop here if you're happy with your square and if you want to make a small square, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a row of, I'm going to do a single crochet all around. You can do half double crochet, you can do double crochet if you want to. So for round 7, I'm going to chain 1 and I'm going to make a single crochet into that first stitch. I'm going to make 1 single crochet into the next stitch, and into the chain 2 space I'm going to make 2 single crochets, chain 2, and 2 more single crochets for my corner. I'm going to make 1 single crochet into each stitch until I get to the next corner, and that should be a total of 15 stitches. So you want to get that stitch there, you don't want to miss it. So you're going to make 1 single crochet here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15. And now that you're at the next corner, you're just going to repeat by making 2 single crochets into that corner, chain 2, and 2 more single crochets into the corner. And you're going to repeat all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end. At the end, I'm going to cut my yarn here and fasten off. And I'm going to join into the first single crochet stitch right here. And I'm going to go over to the top of the stitch. Then I'm going to come back over to the next stitch right there. And you're just going to go ahead and sew in your ends. And that is the end of the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, thank you so much for visiting my channel. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.